After you've connected your Amazon store, we will have imported all the vendor information that Amazon provides us through their API. So a lot of times they will come across with a name, an address, city, and a state similar to this. So you'll be able to see all the vendors, which are any of the addresses that you've shipped products in to for FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. So Amazon provides those addresses, and what we do is we'll pull them in, and if anybody's in the United States, we automatically assume that they're either a supplier or a warehouse, and typically if they're overseas or out of the United States or Canada, we'll assume they're a supplier. So we're going to automatically assign some products and certain statuses, such as supplier or warehouse, over here in the vendor type, to these different vendors. So a vendor can be anybody from a supplier, a warehouse, a prep center, or a freight forwarder. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is look through these addresses, and if there's any duplicates that maybe you don't like, for example, you can see these two. Maybe you only want one of them because this one has the 6 products, this one only has 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check that box, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to archive. So you're going to want to archive any duplicate addresses that you're not going to use or maybe irrelevant suppliers, vendors, warehouses, etc. The second step that you're going to do is you're going to change the vendor type using the bulk actions. So for example, let's say this one is not actually a supplier, or you have multiple ones that are in the US that are only warehouses. So you're going to check all these different boxes, and you're going to go up here to bulk actions and change vendor type, and you're going to select the type that they are and change it. At that point, it's going to change the vendors to the correct type, and why it's important is that in the future, when you're either assigning products to suppliers or warehouses or updating inventory, we need to connect the dots and know what types of vendors these are, as well as what types of products these are going to have. Okay? And then the last component is we're going to know that, hey, these products were shipped from this location. So what you can do is, say it's a supplier, batteries and more, you can click the unassigned, scroll through, and it's all alphabetical. So I mean, if you really want to, if you're on a Mac, you can click Command-Shift F, or and use the search function, or you can simply go down, check all these different boxes, and these are going to assign them to this vendor. And you're going to go over to your assigned, and if it's a supplier, you can even update unit prices or MOQ, minimum order quantity here, but you're going to be able to do it at a later stage as well. So these are the steps that you need to take when assigning a vendor type and products to either warehouses or suppliers.